Unless you haven't met me in person and interacted with me, what you think of me doesn't really matter. Growth doesn't scare me. Reinvent yourselves. Change yourself if you feel like you have to grow. A lot of my hate comments would mostly be like, nag-iba na siya. Iba na siya sa Tony C na nakilala ko nakalog. Ganun pa rin ako. Kumanda lang. Wait lang. Nag-egyosan lang. Ganun.
Yung guest natin today, dapat prim and proper tayo. First time namin mag-collab. But she's someone na I really, really admire. And I feel like kahit ang tagal niya na sa industry, she's really down to earth. Nag-start siya as a beauty vlogger. And then she transitioned into so many aspects sa buhay niya as a content creator. And nakaka-proud seeing her constantly revamping herself.
Hello, everybody!
Nasa healthy era siya ngayon. And in a way, I feel like nakaka-resonate ako sa kanya kasi I started from my love-hate relationship with food. Now na I really love food. And seeing her do her mukbang, parang sabi ko, oh my God, we have something in common. I wanna guess her.
Wow! Ang sarap!
The reason why nagpapaka-healthy ako ngayon is because, alam mo yung saying na I will die for you. Diba? Parang, oh. Pero ngayon na naging tatay na ako, parang different phase na ng buhay ko, I feel like mas powerful yung I wanna live for you. I wanna be healthier version of myself for you. So in short, tell your loved ones, don't die for me. Live for me. And live for me by loving yourself more and more each day. So today, what we're gonna do is, prepare tayo ng milk tea. Milk tea ba or green tea? Parang, tea ba? She requested for jasmine green tea with coconut jelly. So that's what we have now. Pero papamukain natin ako yung gumawa. Ang ganda nung pop mo. Bago tayong klase. Ay, ang sarap. Ito ng ice cream. Yan. Almost finished. Ayun, looks so good. Ay, parang pwede garnish siya. Cute, di mo kaya. Ito yung kay Tony. This is my own brewed jasmine tea with coconut jelly. Tingnan natin kung nasa na siya. Sabi niya, ang ETA niya, 144. It is now 1:43. So I guess, ay, malaki! Bakit laging may kulatan dito? Hello! Ang ganda-ganda mo naman!
Siyempre.
Ay, grabe! Ay, mabigat na tulungan kita.
Ay, thank you, babe. Thank you, babe.
Oh my, I'm good. How are you? Looking good today.
Having me
Thank
spots.
you also.
The healthy drink?
Yes. Sabi mo, gusto mo ng jasmine tea.
Yes.
So, nag-brew ako ng jasmine tea.
Oh, brew ka
Naghiwa
ba
pa
talaga?
ako ng coconut jellies.
Dapat mapanood ka yan si BTS, ha? Meron talaga.
Papamukain natin ako yung gumawa. May bablock kita. Hoy, thank you. Welcome to Potluck Saturday. Tagal namin hinintay na mag-guest ka dito. Alam mo, siya yung one of my inspirations na consistent na nag-workout.
Parang ikaw yung inspo ko, sis. Alam mo naman si... May
Hoy!
pagkanon! May pagkanon!
Ano tong dala mo?
Okay, so, tamang-tama sa Potluck Saturdays, I bought Fatluck.
Ay!
Ayan.
Papalitan mo pa yung title, ha? Potluck Saturdays.
Hindi naman. I got you. Pero nakita yun na ba yung mukbang ni Ben, guys? Kasi di ba you did a
Sa
mukbang?
TikTok.
Thank you so much,
Of
Ben.
course.
Nagustuhan mo ba?
Sarap talaga. As in,
Thank you so
authentic
much.
Hokkien dish.
Yes. Gusto ko mag-Chinese tayo mamaya.
Sige, try natin. Pero ilang years ka na sa industry ngayon?
Oh my gosh, 9 years. Nagulat naman nung mga...
Hindi, akala ko sabay tayo.
Ilan ba?
Naka 2018. 17.
Oh my... Yes, 17.
Oh my God. OG everybody. And you started as beauty content creator.
Beauty through and through. It's a growth, kumbaga.
Oh, cheers. Let's let's try this one.
Okay.
Healthy era ka ngayon. I'm curious. Bakit all of a sudden you're into workout and you're into advocating in healthy lifestyle?
Siguro, na-enjoy ko na siya. I'm a health-conscious person na ngayon. Ever since sa pandemic, di ba, parang ang daming mga health cases. So parang sabi ko, shit, di na to pwede. And,
Oh my God, ngayon ko lang siya narinig na mag-shit.
nagmumura.
ka pala?
Of course, girl, malakas.
Sige nga, mura ka nga.
Anong gusto mong mura? Like Chinese,
Yung
English?
pinaka-
Pinoy.
Pinoy, pinakamura.
Hindi. Okay, ikaw. So, mura battle tayo, no?
Hindi ako nagmumura madalas din eh. Pero Kaya sa natong pa?
Sorry, bait ako.
Disclaimer ano lang yun. Parang VTR lang.
Yes, expression lang, guys.
At nagbabalik ang Fat Love Saturdays! Bakit Fat Luck ang tawag? Agawan niyo pa ako ng title.
10 years ago. Char! Wala reason. Wala reason, guys. Actually, parang, ano lang, yung brother ko si Kingsley, siya yung nag-isip, parang cute nung potluck, pero medyo chubby kasing mom namin. Yun talaga yun. So, Fat Luck. Ganun siya.
Fat Luck. Okay, let's start with your signature food is the kiampong.
Kiampong, yeah. So, this is like Chinese fried rice.
This is a Chinese tradition.
Yes.
Chinese culture is you always serve the guests or the elders.
Tama.
To show courtesy. The guests. The most beautiful. The most sexy.
Gusto ko yan. Pero nakita ko yung video mo. Ano masasabi ng mom mo? Kasi yung mom niya, guys, parang may mini-review din.
Masarap, budol ko o sa kanya? Ano?
Oh my gosh.
Ano mas masarap? Iluto ko o luto niya? Ikaw.
Oh my God.
Puwet mo o puwet ng waitress? Alam mo yun?
Hindi.
Na-pressure ka ba ever sa industry? Kasi yung mga kasabayan natin, ang dami ng milestones. Like, do I need a milestone for people to remember me? Parang ganun.
Correct. This is a good question for the both of us kasi medyo, di ba you mentioned kanina nung nag-warm up pa lang tayo na 2018 ka nag-start. Ako naman, 2017. Ganun. So, medyo pa 9 years na, guys. And yes, especially on my earlier days, nung parang medyo we're growing, ganun. Kasi right now, I'd like to think medyo na-establish ko na yung gusto kong gawin, my content also, how I want to be perceived by people, what I want to show, and also my lifestyle, mas na-fine-tune ko na siya, kumbaga. Pero before,
Na-pressure ka?
oh,
Yung ano mo kasi, yung demeanor mo parang, I don't care if peer pressure niyo ako. Like,
ngayon.
you can't do that to me.
Ngayon. As in, feeling ko, iba na ako sa Tony Sia before. But, before talaga, babe, meron ako loser mentality.
Ay, bakit naman?
As in,
Loser. Okay, sorry.
parang kumakas bigla.
Sorry.
I was downplaying myself. Well, sige, yung journey ko kasi, it started, and I hope this like also inspires other people. Parang, it's a slow but steady growth.
Yeah.
Diba, yung YouTube before, alam mo, hindi naman siya like super viral kaagad. You kind of have to make your way in. So, ganun siya, especially in the makeup industry. Parang, you start with like favorites videos and yung mga makeup hauls, ganyan. Hindi pa siya super sikat nga. Unlike ngayon, iba yung beauty industry kasi ngayon. So, super steady lang ng growth eh. And parang medyo hindi ako nagagandahan sa sarili ko. I was chubby, I wasn't taking care of myself. As in like, felt so bad on the inside na parang nagpo-portray din siya on the outside.
Na-manifest mo siya.
I was trying too hard. I was so loud. Trying to please everyone.
Oh, really?
And then,
Anong goosebumps ako? Kasi, tumaas lahat.
Bakit? Do you have that story also?
No, I resonate because lahat tayo may insecurity na pinoproject natin or dinadivert natin in another way.
Correct.
Like, I feel ugly, but I have to be funny.
Yes.
Like that.
So parang, I didn't feel good on the outside. So, ang ending, funny na lang. The funny friend. Para maabot ko yung pangarap ko, hindi na ako naging totoo sa sarili ko. And in fairness naman,
Nag-work.
Nag-work siya eh. Kahit papano. Like, I'm not gonna deny. Came pandemic, I had to work on myself pala.
Yeah.
I had a lot of maturing to do. And then, dun ko slowly na-evolve yung nga from downplaying myself to really becoming my truest version.
You think it's unavoidable?
No, especially in the beginning stages. Feeling ko a lot of us talaga struggle na downplay yung sarili. So that's really gonna be my motto, guys. It starts within you talaga. Don't downplay yourself. So, huwag na kayong mag-self-sabotage. Kasi yun yung ginawa ko. So, for the longest time, I thought hanggang dito lang kaya ko. Like, I was this loser, toxic self that nag-manifest siya.
Makaalis dun you're saying pandemic made you love yourself more, but what aspect of the pandemic made you want to love yourself more? Na enough na. Ayoko nang pakakengkoy. Ayoko nang
Patama na tong ano na to.
Oo, parang, ano ba? Sobra na. Parang ganun.
Like, okay, let's start with the main aspect na nagbago sa. I think it's the losing weight part. Kasi that's the most comments I get naman eh.
Before?
Oo.
Really?
Super.
Outright? Telling you?
Ang taba mo, mukha kang buntis, mukha kang matanda.
Oh my God.
Ganun talaga. But, yung sa akin naman, I don't hold grudges. So like, I look at myself at the mirror, sabi ko, shit, Tony, like, pinabayaan ko na yung sarili ko. Kasi naman, I was really so unhealthy, like, peak unhealthy level talaga. As in, walang pakailam sa sarili. Kala ko, like, nasa save na ng makeup. But then, truly, I know na pinatama yung ginagawa ko, health-wise na to. Medyo naligwak na yung health ko. So, parang yung hate comments, napastop naman talaga ako. I took it As a motivation, sige, like, I'll try.
Yeah.
So, pandemic, medyo unti-unti na ako nagpapayat nun. And di ba lockdown? So, parang we had all the time sa bahay. Oo, so workout.
Zoom workout.
Oo, mga Chloe thing,
Ah,
gano'n.
ganon.
And parang, it feels really good pala that you're taking care of yourself. And then, nagtuloy-tuloy na siya.
Pero yung sinabi mo, more on the inside eh. But in the industry, did you ever feel like you had to bend some parts of you?
Yes.
Were you tempted to do something to look more...
Yes. Especially that time siguro na I was building my name pa. I started earning. May time siguro na parang kinain ako ng sistema. Ito yung like sinasabi, kinain ako ng sistema. I started from mga Divisoria halls, ganyan. And then parang, okay din pala magka-Louis Vuitton, ganon. They were so sparkly. I didn't realize na parang hindi pala ito yung normal. Hindi pala to dapat nino-normalize din. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, guys. I like material things, of course.
Same.
Diba, syempre, like, we like dressing up. I like dressing up, ganyan. But it came to a point na parang naging personality ko na kasi siya eh. Parang pinilit ko na lang, gano'n.
Gets. But to be fair, some people are,
They're-
made for
yes.
that. Hindi lang ako.
I think doon nga lumalabas yung pagka-Chinese.
Yung Chinese na practical,
Oo.
sobrang tipid, barat, gano'n.
Correct.
But I really do admire yung mga tao na ang daming alam sa fashion.
Yes.
Kasi like, insecurity ko yan dati. Siguro one of the reasons why I also tried to explore it was because feeling ko I can learn it. But sometimes taste cannot be learned,
But I feel like, man, we did learn. Kahit yung mga parang
Yeah.
for everyday.
Yeah.
Kahit parang like, it did elevate us to a certain extent. But yung excessive lang for me din.
So, kumbaga, you don't have to elevate your lifestyle to let people know that you're growing.
Ano
Parang gano'n.
Hindi siya maiiwasan, especially at first. Kasi, alam mo yung umasenso. Syempre, parang you kind of wanna treat yourself also.
Yes.
So, it's really valid. I think it just becomes toxic if it's too much and if you always feel the need to keep up. And no matter how many bags and like new achievements, doon ako napaisip din. When it came to a point na, ang dami ko na naipon Like, I was having this beautiful collection of bags, guys. But then, bumabalik sa hindi pa rin ako masaya. Hindi pa rin ako content. And then, dusty bags that I don't get to use. Ganon siya.
Ang version ko naman yan is, I was buying stuff because I wanted people to see that I bought it. That I have
You're
it.
successful.
So, parang at the end of the day, some part of luxury is showing people that you have them. Because kung mag-isa ka lang and you have all the Cartier Tiffany's in the whole world, it's just you who's gonna
Correct.
see it.
Correct.
So, part of buying is showing.
Correct.
Ang daming...
I guess it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Medyo na-reflect ako when I felt like fame and like the money I was earning got to me na parang hindi na tama to me. So sometimes it's really important to self-reflect. You have to be aware also.
What mattered to you when you realized that?
Family. True, valuable friendships.
Oh my God, I see a lot of king
Yes.
sa content mo ngayon.
I'm really big on family then because iba ang pamilya and really valuing time with your parents, which I see you do, which is so
Ay,
inspiring.
thank you.
Diba?
Nagulat naman ako. Bigla na ba siya?
Diba? No, honestly, yung parang sinabi mo na parang you went back then to live with your parents. Parang that's such a big thing to me.
At the same time, you're thankful that you went through that phase. If hindi ka na temp, then hindi
Hindi
mo
ka
ma-realize na kailangan ko pala bumalik kasi...
wala kang awakening.
wala kang awakening. That's a good way to put it. Kain tayo.
Kain tayo.
Medyo mabigat agad yun Parang kailangan ng...
Oo nga.
Yeah! Ano ibig sabihin ng kiampong?
Yung literal version is salted rice and
Salted
kiampon.
rice. Kiam.
Pero it's Chinese-ish fried
Yeah.
rice. Pero I notice ikaw magaling ka mag-Chinese.
Kasi yung parents ko hindi marunong masyadong mag-Filipino and English.
So,
Your mom have?
Have.
Yung your sa bahay nagcha-Chinese.
Slight
Slight
lang. Mga basic lang.
Sample. Bigyan siya, Mimi,
Xia bian bian.
Sabihan tiyan. Siya, ano?
Actually, sa Mandarin, it's xie mian mian.
Yun yung pangalan niya. Xie Mian Mian.
How about you? It's your Chinese name.
Ke Ting Feng.
Wow! Parang pwede restaurant name yun na Katingfang. Guys, pwede. Sure. Oh my gosh. That's like,
Potluck Saturday sa Ke Ting Feng.
wow.
Ba't kayo tumawa, racist? Normal lang matempt sa mga bagay-bagay, di ba? Lalo na sa industry. Pero ang daming mga negative experiences na hindi ko makakalimutan talaga that led me to my insecurity.
As in?
I have looked up to a lot of people. And then when I met them, I was swearing, baka mapanood niya. I was wearing Bottega. Parang first time ko mag-Bottega.
Mm.
I said hi. And then sabi sa akin, uy, fully paid? It's like, oh my gosh, ganun ba dito?
Dude, when was this?
3-4 years ago. It's so hard for me to be confident
Mm-mm.
to attend events. Like, sometimes, I'll go directly to alcohol booths, take a shot,
Mm.
and then mingle.
Mm-mm.
But nung pag na-encounter mo yun, ko, oh my God, this is not the culture that I want. Why am I having this kind of career?
Oo.
Parang,
Oo.
oh, should I elevate? Should I buy more? What do I do?
Oh,
What do I
yeah.
do? Yun. Tapos, ikaw may ganun ka?
Um,
Nanginig ako bigla,
parang
nakalala
feel ko yung pagbalik ng memories. I think, hindi naman sa material things. It's more on same events. Kaya hindi na ako masyadong nag-events. Medyo matagal na rin to. Pagkita pa lang sa akin, parang hinihila na ako to do content agad. So parang medyo it kind of rubbed me the wrong way lang na I want to get to know you muna before we parang post or like, and then after that, parang walang interaction. Yung ganun. Dun na ako parang, it's not sitting well with me.
Because unless you're really close to the person,
yeah.
then that's fine.
Oh, eto parang, uy, posting nga tayo dito. Uy, mag-content tayo, ganyan. Parang, hindi naman kita kilala eh.
Chismoso!
Hindi kita kilala eh.
Na-amaze ako kasi in my eyes, you've always been confident. You did so well, knowing na you have a lot of insecurities. When
That's
I hear...
how I feel about you, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
No, when
I've never...
Really?
I've never seen you as someone na...
We did a great job. Sakit ah.
So, nag-work out.
Like...
But it took a long way to get here, guys, by the way.
I agree. It
Diba,
takes a lot of lunok ng pride
Oo.
from the past.
It takes a lot of hard work also.
Mm.
And parang you really working on yourself.
Na-chismis ka na ba?
Daming beses.
Ng co-creators.
Daming beses. Pero, nasa akin ang huling halakhak. Let's just say that.
Are you willing to kwento?
I'll generalize this. So, hindi ako magmamalinis. I really, of course, may time na toxic, ganyan. So, pero hindi ko alam na nababackstab na pala. Na parang, okay naman yung ibang tao sa akin, tapos may isang tao na magsasabi ng ganito, singling me out na ako yung toxic, while not realizing na I became toxic because may bigger picture here.
Gets.
Yun. But, acknowledge ko pa na may mali ako sa isang situation. So, I bettered myself. I matured a lot, and
Pero wala naman mga fake news. Ganun.
for sure may mga fake news. Pero,
You don't care
I
anymore.
don't care.
Ang bilis ng fake news.
Ang bilis ng fake news.
5 years ago, I was nominated together with Mimi as Best Creator of the Year. And that time, hindi ko feel na deserve ko. So, tinanong ko sa someone, saan uupo yung nominated? Saan yung seat? Because I don't know where to sit. So, yun, tinuro sa akin ng creator kung saan upo. And then the next day, kumalat na
Ayaw.
sabi ni Benedict, saan uupo yung mga nominated? So,
Even the intonation.
Oo. Parang saan ang galing yun? It led me to be cautious kung sino yung makausap. Hindi nga making friends eh. Just talking to someone scares me. Before. Ngayon, I don't care.
Oh, love that.
Ngayon, I don't care.
That's on maturing, I think.
Yeah.
Yun din eh. Parang stories can be twisted, but like kong sinasabi, especially sa mga haters ko, I think if you meet me, I can change your mind. Unless you haven't met me in person and interacted with me, what you think of me doesn't really matter.
That's true.
Diba?
Like, I'm not responsible for the image na nabuo mo sa head mo because nachismisan ka. Like, I'm not responsible for it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I find people ngayon, pag may nakita lang silang chismis, they're actually gonna believe it. Whatever that might be. Breakups, kunwari, naniniwala sila agad. Misinformation,
May jowa ka?
meron.
Tagal na.
Ano na? Kala nga nila break na eh. Pero,
Wala sa social media?
private account.
Private account?
Wala sa social media, yeah.
Wow, ilang years na?
7.
7? Saan mo nakuha?
Kung alam eh. Hindi ko alam eh.
Sa'yo lahat yun? Sa'yo lahat yun?
Sa akin lang. Ikaw may jowa ka.
Wala. I mean, hindi ako sad. Wala. Oo. Cheers
Very-
to that. Cheers to that.
Cheers! I've been meaning to ask this. How is fatherhood so... How is fatherhood so far? Like, feeling ko may shift na nag-mature ka pa lalo.
Talaga?
Oo.
Fatherhood changed me from being a people pleaser to, knowing my boundaries. If I don't think something is good for my son, stop. If someone violates my privacy or someone violates my boundaries, I always think about my son. What will I do if someone did that to him? automatic stop, ganun. So, lagi kong nilalagay yung sarili ko sa posisyon ng anak ko.
Sabi nga nila, you're not necessarily a people pleaser, you're just kind. How do you
Oh, that's a
differentiate?
good way to
Diba?
put it.
You're just really kind.
Pangin ko lang na yun.
Hindi naman sa'yo wanna please, necessarily, but
Yeah.
you're just a kind person.
Mm-mm.
You see the good
Not
in
that
people.
you're claiming it, but the
Oo,
fact.
that's the...
Oo.
Oo. Pero, I guess, like, when should we draw the line
Mm-mm.
between being too kind to where people, you know,
Yes.
take advantage of you na, dun lang talaga.
Pero paano mo binabalance being foodie and being healthy?
Na-try ko na kasi mag-restrict, guys. Na-try ko na mag-restrict. Lahat ng diets, na-try ko na. And parang may isang diet na naglagas ako ng buhok.
Oh my God, ano
Oo,
yan?
like po may keto. But again, to each their own naman. Okay siya, payat talaga akong payat, pero lagas ang buhok. Ganun, like, thin hair, ganyan.
Sa'yo.
Oo, sa akin. Hindi siya masyadong sustainable for me.
Yeah.
So, nakaharap ako ng way na parang eat as healthy as I can on, you know, on days when I can. Tapos on, you know, weekends, I can do more flexible dieting. I also incorporate mga fasting, ganyan. Kung di
Yes.
naman gutom, wag na lang kakain. I also move a lot. Like, a lot.
Nag-work sa akin yung mga like keto. It
Mm-mm.
worked so well, but it made me hate food.
Yeah.
And I wanted to appreciate food.
Yeah.
I think ang nag-work sa akin is sort of calorie deficit. Na I eat healthy on the days that I want to be healthy.
Mm-mm.
And I eat whatever I want in moderation.
In moderation.
During the days na I wanna have a cheat day. Natry mo yun?
No. So, parang yung progress ko is chill lang.
Yeah.
Hindi naman ako parang kailangan certain BMI or ano. Basta, when my clothes fit the way I want them to fit, okay, she
Yeah.
cute!
But you're more...
Cute one!
She beautiful!
She slay! Okay lang. Medyo nahirapan kasi ako, sa pag-count.
I hope you don't mind if I
Mm.
ask, have you ever felt... Trigger warning about body and diet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope it's okay to ask you because I feel it sometimes. Even now, I look at the mirror and parang nagkaka-body dysmorphia ako. Like, minsan payatot na ako pero natatabaan na ako sa sarili ko, ganun. Do you feel that?
Yes! All the time. All the time.
Ay, hanggang ngayon din?
Oo.
Hmm.
Especially, parang feeling ko, oh my gosh, I'm doing everything. Tapos parang, hala, ano ba? Like, tumabay ba ako ulit? Bumalik ba ako dun sa luma ko? And I was like really overweight talaga before. As in unhealthy levels. Na, ewan ko naabutan mo. Pero feeling ko naabutan mo. Nakalimutan
Hindi ko
mo
na napansin.
Oo. Super overweight. Tapos minsan, kahit I'm working out 5 times a week, may days talaga na I don't feel my best. Yun na lang. I don't feel my best. But I wanna say, it's really common. Feeling ko masyado din tayong hard sa sarili natin sometimes.
Or you're looking too much sa mirror.
Oo.
Yung na-realize
Actually,
ko.
nitpicky. No,
Nitpick
parang,
ka.
oh my gosh, ganyan.
Kasi araw-araw, umpisa pa lang ng morning ko, CR. Mirror agad. Tinitingnan mo yung skin mo, tinitingnan mo yung buhok mo, tinitingnan mo yung body mo. And the more you look at it, the more na may nananotice ka na any little things.
Correct.
And the more you focus on the little things, the more it becomes massive in your head.
When in reality, kapag nakita ka naman tao, you look good.
Exactly.
It's really crazy.
Pero mahirap i-change.
Insecurities will always be there. Even, di ba, yung mga pinakamagandang people pa.
Like you.
Really?
Ang daming mga bagong creators ngayon.
Ay!
Wala pa may question, alam mo, no?
Alam ko na kung saan napunta eh.
Mind reader. If meron kang gustong i-heads up sa kanila dito sa industry na to, an advice, what would it be?
Keep going. Don't get discouraged so easily. More than the heads up, it's more on like, kung may pangarap ka, kahit anong aspect ba yung content creation, if you have really big dreams in your life, abutin mo. Like, have that mindset na, no matter how long it takes, don't get discouraged too easily because we live in a world filled with numbers and like validation from other people. And I fell into that trap na hala, kailangan maka 50k likes ako sa
Oh my
photo. But
God.
nung natutunan ko rin na to not care as much, doon pa ako mas nag-flourish pala na parang, okay, likes aren't everything. And if people get discouraged na, when you're building your platform, di naman talaga always may manonood agad. It really takes a lot of trial and error. Paano mo malalaman na you can be successful if your video that was supposed to be successful was your 5th?
Yes.
And then you stopped at your 2nd video. So,
Ang ganda nun.
and also, reinvent yourselves. Change yourself if you feel like you have to grow. That's really not a bad thing necessarily. I like growth.
Yes.
Growth doesn't scare me. Yun lang.
Ay, ganda nun.
Growth doesn't scare me. A lot of my hate comments would mostly be like, nag-iba na siya. Iba na siya sa Tony C na nakilala ko nakalog. Ganun pa rin ako. Gumanda lang. Di ba? Cute lang. Pero I mean,
Gumanda lang. Pero ako pa rin to.
swear. Like, andito pa rin siya, like, living on the inside of me.
Kahit anong gawin mo, ako.
Ako pa rin siya. Nag-egyosan lang. Gano'n. Honestly, like, my core is still here. I just look different. That's why. Pero parang natatawa lang ako pag when people say, nag-iba na siya. Hindi na siya yung Tony Sia. Iba na yung
Hanggang
vibe.
ngayon?
Hanggang ngayon. Actually, yun yung most. Na-realize ko lang, I hope these people are okay. Kasi syempre, ilang taon na yun din. That's probably 5 years ago.
Yes.
Girl, I need to
Ang tagal
change.
na.
I need to change. Yun naman.
And there are changes na magandang change.
Oo.
Not all changes are bad.
Tsaka, hindi naman kailangan maging loud to be,
Yes.
to portray confidence, to
Yeah.
portray what you want to portray. Di ba?
Anong future content creation in your head?
Ngayon na mas nabuo ko na kung sino talaga ako. And I get to choose what to share to people, which, kung papansin nyo guys, di talaga ako napala share ng personal life ko.
Mm-mm.
Like, my relationship, mostly. So, I really love beauty. Iba yung passion ko for makeup. So, I would really like to continue that. And also, I want to be empowering to women that they can take care of themselves and feel, if I can help one person, be it applying makeup lang. Kahit na alam yung makeup, it looks shallow for some people, but honestly, no. The confidence I see na dinadala niya sa tao, iba.
Some would think you're masking, but for you, it defines your confidence.
Yeah.
It boosts your
Yes.
confidence. And that's such a beautiful thing. That's really empowering. And I'm so glad na there are content creators like you who go back to their root
Yeah.
and stay true and have that kind of vision to empower a lot of
May vision
people.
na.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Dami ko natutunan from you today.
Thank you, likewise.
Hindi ko nakita yung side na to ni Tony and I'm so happy na nakita ko today. I wanna immortalize this memory by creating Immortalize!
Ganda na nga.
So let's take a photo here. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Yay!
Oh, thank you.
And may gift kami sa'yo.
Oh my God. Thank you, fam. Thanks, fam.
You're welcome. Thank you also. And that's it. We'll see you guys again on another episode of Potluck Saturdays with
Ben.